We've got screens to clean. So much better, right? So much better. How are we doing? Tell me, how are we doing? I need to know. It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while. Okay. Yeah, I feel much better about the way I look. Okay, that is so much better. Thank the Lord. So, hello, 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 guys. We are live again. Um, we're in color. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. This week has been a long week for myself. There's just a lot of stuff going on. I feel like I have not had a break in a long time. I just feel like I have not had a break at all. And so I feel like I've been swimming and my head has been barely above water for the last 2 months. That's how I feel, guys. I feel like I'm starting to hit the climax of my um I'm starting to hit the climax of my marathon, my half marathon training. I have two more long runs until, wait, let me make sure I get that right. I think I only have two more long runs until, I think that might be it, y'all. So I run 11 miles this weekend, 12 miles next weekend, and that is it. I only have two more long runs until my half marathon. I am so excited, guys. You have no idea. It has been a long time coming, and I'm just super excited to be closer to race day. Um, the only thing I'm worried about is I need to still buy a tank top, a singlet, as they call it, something that's going to be sufficient enough for me to run in, that is going to be light, but also I can attach my bib to it, my running bib. So I'm praying to every God imaginable that I can make it to the Bandit Running fall drop tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm gonna be up in the morning clicking refresh on my PC nonstop. It's gonna be crazy. Because they're really popular. They're kind of an indie company, so they don't have like mass amounts of clothes. And I want so many tank tops from them. And I just hope that I can get what I want at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Because they're always sold out of stuff. So I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Hey, Danielle, what's going on? It has been a long week for me, too. That's fantastic. Good for you. I'm almost done, Danielle. I'm almost done. I'm super excited. It's been a long time coming. It's been a lot of hard training. It's not been a perfect training, but it's been one that I think um, I've had a great time. I've really had a great time. I don't know what language you're speaking, but hi. Is that not Portuguese? Vietnamese? Is it Vietnamese or what do you call the language from the Philippines? It's giving Philippines. It's giving Filipino. I don't know. But how is everyone doing in the live chat? I do have a little bit of a rant today. I have a little bit of an update. The update's gonna be a little intense because maybe I'll give you guys a recap. Should I give you a recap? Oh, what's just a cool font? Well, that's cool. I love that. Are you like you're like basically catfishing another language or something like like people? It's giving Filipino. We love that. But I have a little bit of a rant to give, and I think it may require me to give you guys a bit of context, like a bit of an update, a bit of a recap, because I was going to give you guys the Breezeline update, but then Charlie Kirk had to go and get assassinated. And then I had a medical emergency up in Toledo that I had to deal with. And it's just been weeks of me not coming back around to this update, but it's a very important update. Very, very important update. So let's recap. So, first of all, who is Breezeline? Breezeline is my internet service provider, my current internet service provider. Okay. Now, those that have been coming to the streams, you know, I fucking hate Breezeline. I do. I hate them very much. I hate them a lot because we had a recent incident where my internet was off all day long, and I told these bitches, I told them, listen, I use the internet for a living. I make money from being on the internet. And so when my internet is off, I'm losing money. I'm losing money when my internet is off. So I need you guys to get my internet together. And long story short, that conversation with the employee, the customer, Walter is his name, fucking Walter. Walter ended up hanging up the phone on me and doing all this crazy shit. And I tried to get him reported to the supervisor, and that's a whole other thing. It's like I called for one thing, he got an attitude with me. Okay, so that bad customer service experience is what kicked off my search for another provider because I'll be damned if I'm gonna pay a premium for a service and get poor customer service. I'll be damned. I'd rather pay shit, okay? If I'm gonna get shitty internet service and then shitty customer service on top of it, I'd rather pay shitty prices. Okay, I'd rather pay cheaper prices. Right? That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. Like I'm paying a premium for internet that's not working, and I'm getting bad customer service. Bitch, cut my bill in half. So I went on the search for another internet service provider. Okay. But I'm a realistic person. I'm a Capricorn. These horns, I'm always climbing mountains. I'm always counting money. I figure, okay, I gotta have a backup plan for the backup plan, right? And so I tell myself, okay, Cho, like, if you look up these other service providers and none of that works out, you're gonna be stuck with them. So you've got to be prepared to negotiate with them this price coming down. Okay. So then I did a little bit of research. Did a little bit of research, and I discovered that Breezeline was still offering my highest package, which is 1 gig of internet, for like $70. I think it was like $70 they're offering to new customers, 70 bucks a month. Mind you, I'm paying 167 fucking dollars. Okay? So I'm paying $167 for my 1 gig of internet, and Breezeline, my internet service provider, is charging new customers $70 for this 1 gig of internet service a month. So I'm pissed. So I do the research, I take the screenshots because listen, I'm good for a receipt. One thing I'm good for is a receipt. I keep receipts. I print receipts. I screenshot receipts. I have receipts if I need receipts. So I screenshotted all that shit, screen recorded it, printed it out, all this stuff. This is what you're charging for 1 gig internet. So I call them again or I chat them again on the internet, and I'm like, playing dumb as fuck. I'm like, well, what can I get for like, what does 1 gig mean? What is that? What kind of package do I have? So I wanted to confirm what package I had, right? Okay, I confirmed what package I got. And I got notes. I got notes. So I confirmed what package I got. I got the 1 gig. I got the 1 gig internet service, which is the maximum, um, and it's at $167 a month. So then I found what they were offering new customers, which is like 70 bucks a month, whatever. I'm like, okay. So I call them again, and I got Amy. Okay, I'm talking to Amy. Her name is Amy. And I tell her, I'm like, Amy, first of all, I know what package I have, and I'm paying a lot for internet right now, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm ready to cut off my internet and go somewhere else. So I'm gonna give you the options that you have, Amy, because I'm giving you options now. Because listen, I've had it. I fucking had it with Breezeline at this point. So I'm like, Amy, you've got two options, baby girl. Either one, I'm going to have you disconnect my internet service from Breezeline, and I'm just gonna go on my merry way to somebody else. I'm gonna go to Spectrum. Yes, I'm gonna go to Spectrum because, bitch, if you are going to give me shitty internet service, shitty customer service, and then on top of that, I'm paying $167. Why can I not just pay $80 for shitty internet service, shitty customer service from Spectrum? So I said, baby girl, that's option number one. If you want, okay, we can just go ahead and cut this shit off, and then I'll get my shit connected with Spectrum. How about you can do that, okay? Or or number two, Amy, my girl Amy, or number two, what you can do is you can give me what you're offering new customers for the same fucking service I have right now. Okay? Because I just looked minutes ago. Minutes ago, I just looked to see what you're offering new customers, and you're offering 1 gig for $70 to new customers, and you're charging me $167 for the same shit. I said, those are the two options. So you figure it out, Amy. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, Amy. And I made that very clear to her. I'm like, listen, baby girl, I'm done. You guys have been raping me out with no lube for over a year now. Over a year. I live in Columbus, Ohio, by the way. No one is paying nearly $200 for internet in Columbus, Ohio. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, guys. It makes no sense. So, obviously, because all of these internet service providers are scammers, they're all scammers. It's like, I don't know if they all have buildings over in India and they're just trying to figure out how to scam bitches here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. If it's just like typical corporation, culture, I don't know. But they're all scammers. And so obviously she chose option number two. Amy's not a dumb bitch. She chose option number two. And this is what she gave me. That's what she gave me. So Amy gave me 24 months, 1 gig, which I currently have, for $64.99 for 24 months. And then after that, it's going to go up to $80. Now, $80 is still over half of what I was paying before. So I'm saving, even at the regular price after 24 months, I'm saving over 50% on my internet, right? So I'm thinking this is a big win. This is a big win. Because I really didn't want to have to switch to a whole new internet service provider. Didn't want to do that. Didn't really want to do that. But I thought to myself, well, oh my God, um, if I can get them to lower this price significantly, I'll just take that because the internet is typically good, and the customer service is typically good, right? I had this one fuck up with them, with Walter, which I'm still going to be following up on. I just have not had time to catch my breath. I'll be following up with Walter to try to get him fired. That's my goal in life right now for 2025. Before this year ends, I want Walter dead and fired. That's what I want for Walter. I don't really want him dead. I'm just being dramatic, but I want him close to it. For the pain that he caused me. So, but that's not the end of the story. That's not the, so you would think that that would be the end of the story, right? I get my internet reduced down to over 50% of the price that it was. Okay, tee hee ha ha ho ho. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Amy. I love you so much. Right? Like you think that's the end of the story. But no, I have more questions. I have questions because I'm the type of person I like to ask questions, right? And so I tell her, how is it? Why is it that you are charging me $167 for 1 gig when you are offering new customers a $70 price tag for it? How is that possible? She tells me, well, actually, I see that you actually have a discount. I said, discount? You mean the $167 a month internet is actually at the discounted price? She's like, yeah, you got a 75 discount from Wow. Because mind you, remember, don't forget that Breezeline bought Wow. They bought Wow. So I did the math on that. I did the math on that. And technically, Wow was charging me without the discount $240 plus a month for internet, not including the discount, the $75 discount. When Amy told me that on the phone, y'all, I about lost my breath. I was so gagged. I was so gagged beyond belief. So they were charging me $240 a month, giving me a 75 discount, and calling that fair in Columbus, Ohio. I live in Ohio, guys. I don't live in the fucking boondocks. I live in Columbus, Ohio, a mid-sized city. Plenty of people who fucking the internet. I lost my shit on Amy. I was like, Amy, you've got to be fucking kidding me. You mean to tell me that Wow has been scamming me for this long? She said, listen, your plan was grandfathered in. When we took all the accounts from Wow, we didn't really update the accounts or give you guys offers for new types of billing mechanisms. We didn't give you new shit. We just took what was grandfathered in from Wow and let you keep on paying what you was paying. So I mean, it's some negligence on their part because of course they're not gonna say, hey, we see that you're paying $167 right now from Wow, but we can really technically offer you 80 and be cool. Like they didn't just openly say that, but it just reminds me that like Wow was such a piece of shit that they were charging me so much for internet. This is crazy. I just could not fucking believe it. I really couldn't believe it, guys. But I'm currently happy because I'm saving so much money on internet services every month. The internet has been pretty good. I can't really complain too much. I still want to get water fired because that's just the type of person I am. Um, but yeah, I'm just super happy with where things are. I was just so shocked that like, all this time I've been fucking blaming Breezeline, and they got plenty to blame for. But the real villain was Wow. They're really the real villain. And so I don't know where WoW is. I know maybe they went bankrupt. Good. Listen, karma catches up to you fast, don't it? But I really want WoW and I really want WoW Internet to know how disgusting they are because they are. They're very disgusting. They're very disgusting. So anyway, that's that. Let's get into that's my monologue for the night. Let's get into other random questions and whatever you guys want to talk about. Hey, Cypher's Basement. Hey, Arnob. Hey, Fox Died. Hey, The Unknown. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Mango Subprime. Hey, Mike Oxlong. Spadosa. Last time I watched your live, you were explaining your internet situation. Now, weeks later, the conversation continues full circle. I know, Rachel. It's so funny, right? Listen, I've been meaning to do this update for literally weeks, but I've been busy. I was in Toledo for like 5 days for a medical emergency, and then Charlie Kirk got assassinated. So I've done so many streams about him. Those streams have gotten like 40K plus views, 16K plus views, really wild stuff. But I really want to come back around and talk about this internet stuff because this internet shit is crazy to me. Hey Donnie, hey Kenji. I'm so thankful Comcast cut me a break for $55 a month. Period. Hey John Thomas. Hey Elgin Johnson. Hey Pittman. Yeah, there goes the rope. Here I am. So what questions do we have tonight, y'all? I have no. Hey, what's up, JJ? What's going on? JJ, were you in that trans girls stream the other night, causing a ruckus? Sophie, what's her name? Sophie. Don't get me started on Sophie. She was something else. Oh, you weren't? Okay, thank God. These companies have lost their fucking minds. They have, Rachel. They have. And they picked the right motherfucker. They picked the right motherfucker with me because I'm going to fight. Every chance I get, I'm going to fight with you. You're not going to continue to rape me financially and just get away with it forever in perpetuity. No, not I, not me. Tuh, not me, not me, not I. Wait, you were in that stream, JJ? You are such a meanie bo beanie. Don't be mean to people, JJ. Not everyone has thick skin like me. And it's interesting, JJ, because I know everyone thinks I'm like super transphobic. I'm really not. I really am not. But I take umbrage with people like that Sophie girl because she's she's a man. She's a man. And I was watching her and I just was becoming offended on behalf of my actual trans friends that I have. She was man spreading. I mean, listen, I'll show you what let me show you what Sophie was doing. Let me show you what Sophie was doing. Let me show you what Sophie. Oh, oh. Sophie was like this. Sophie was like this the entire time. You know, doing all this and doing all this and just like handful of balls. She had a handful of balls and dick the entire stream. It was it was so offensive to me, guys, because I like you guys know I'm not a mean person. I'm not a mean person. I don't go out of my way to be mean to other people, especially unprovoked. Now, if you want to call me out my name and be mean to me, I know how to put up a mirror. I know how to pick up a mirror and show you how ugly you are. I can do that all day long. But I choose to not be mean and nasty to people unprovoked because it's not nice, it's not good karma, and it's just not who I am. But it's like people like Sophie, who literally gives man, you do such a major disservice to the trans community because it's people like you that are causing people to dislike trans people. It's people like you who want to waltz your ass into a women's bathroom with the 5 o'clock shadow, with you holding your dick and balls in your hands, man spreading. It's just like you're not giving female. You're not giving woman. You're giving man because you are obviously a man. You know what I mean? And it's just like you are the reason why so many people have issues. Well, you're one of the many reasons why people have such issues with the trans community these days. And I think it's so sad. I think it's really sad, to be honest with you. I think it's really sad. Because obviously you're mentally deranged. I mean, obviously you're mentally deranged if you're behaving this way and you're expecting someone to treat you like a woman when you don't behave like a woman, you don't look like a woman, and you're not a woman. So despite those three things being true, you have the expectation, you have the sense of entitlement. It's giving narcissism. It's what it's really giving. Not a doctor, but it's giving narcissism. And I take offense to it on behalf of my trans sisters. I take offense to it. I do. I think it's ridiculous. And so I even asked the person, I was like, listen, girl, like, you are not passing. I mean, you are not passing. And I was asking a legitimate question. Considering the fact that you are not passing, Do you think that your trans activism does more harm to the cause than good? And you want to know what this bitch said to me? She said,
Why, actually, I don't think anybody can clock me. Nobody can tell whether I'm passing or not. Nobody can clock me. Nobody knows what the fuck I am.
that's part of the problem. If someone doesn't know what you are, that's a problem if you're in the women's bathroom. Because if you're in the women's bathroom, people should know that you're a woman. I don't like, I don't understand how these trans activists don't get that. It's like if you're in the women's bathroom, everyone should know that you're a woman. There should be no ambiguity. There should be no, oh, is she non-binary? Is she is she gender fluid? Like there should be none of that bullshit. You should know that if I'm a woman, if I have a vagina, I should be able to look at you and assume that you have a vagina. But here you are with your 5 o'clock shadow, you're man spreading, you're grabbing your dick and balls every 5 minutes, and you expect people to call you a her. You expect people to allow you to be in women's spaces with girls and women. It's delusional, it's in bad faith, and it's giving narcissist, is what it's giving. Now, like I've said many, many times before, guys, trans women, actual, real trans women, have been in female bathrooms forever. Forever. And they never caused a problem. Regular trans people are harmless. They're not out here being predators. They're not out here trying to rape women. They're regular people, okay? They may have some shit going on up there, okay? They do, because they're trans, so they got some shit going on up there, but they're normal people that are not harmful to others. The real trans women are the women that are passing, that are going through life as a woman. Now, I hate to be insensitive because I'm trying to be very sensitive because these are people we're talking about. But if you are not passing, then you have more work to do as a trans woman. And I don't know what, you can call me transphobic for saying that, but you've got a lot of fucking work to do. I don't want anyone that looks like a man in the women's bathroom. Now that's just that issue. The other issue is the sports issue. I don't care if you are passing. I don't believe you should be allowed to compete in women's sports because you are a man. You are a man. Now how these inconvenient truths make me a transphobic, girl, shut the fuck up. I really don't care. I'll be that. I'll be that. But these are just very inconvenient truths that cannot be debated. They can't be debated. So, again, looking at that other streamer, it just like kind of like perturbed me a bit because it's like here you are giving full on man talking about respect me and my pronouns as a girl, and I want to be able to go on women's bathrooms. Like you're a predator. You're a predator. You're a narcissist. Listen. You're a narcissist at best and a predator at worst. At best, you're a narcissist. At worst, you're a predator. Pick one. Sorry, that's the truth. That's the truth. Anyway, hey Jess, what's going on? Have you heard about what's going on in Indonesia? No, do tell. What's going on in Indonesia? Hey DJ, thank you for putting the Discord link here. I appreciate you. I'll pin it right now. We're gonna put all chat on too. Thank you, DJ. You are 1,000%. I know I'm right. Man spreading, dick adjust. It was crazy. DJ was there. DJ was there too. It was crazy. Hey, Mark Jag, what's going on? Good evening. I have a vagina in a jar. She struggled for a while, to be honest. New Peter Santinello last week show of the corruption in New York City with a constitutional lawyer. Send it to me, Mark Jag, on Discord. Trans women are men. End of discussion. Ew. Going to a wine festival this weekend on a lake in Virginia this weekend. Oh, that sounds cool. Did you check out Yes Theory Show? No, I did not. Billsy's Clips. What's your channel about? It's whatever you want it to be about. We talk about whatever topic you want to talk about. Ask me a question, I'll answer it. Hey, Cho, I emailed you around 6 weeks ago and got a message back saying that you had blacklisted my email. What's exactly going on between us at this moment? Is this because of the verse talk, huh? You're trolling. No, Elijah, you're fine. Um, but yeah, Mark Jack, send me the Santinello video. And then also send me something on Discord about Yes Theory. Send me the video for that too. Well, I just got done giving a big thing about transgender women, but yeah, I'll talk about it again. So you're a transgender woman. I think the utmost of transgender women because I don't think much differently about any type of person based on a characteristic about themselves. I think that, my trans female friends are amazing people. I love them so much. I used to date a guy before he transitioned, and he was hot as a guy, even hotter as a girl. Love her so much. I think that the unfortunate thing about transgenders right now is that they've been co opted by the trans activist movement, and it has done so much harm against the average trans person, way much harm than good. Trying to force trans women into female sports, losing battle. You're gonna lose that battle 100% of the time. Trying to force trans women who look like men into women's bathrooms, losing battle. You're gonna lose it every single time. So again, I think it really boils down to um, oh, also the transing children thing, losing battle. Look at the Atlantic, liberal news media source outlet coming out against it, saying the facts have been wrong, the data has been manipulated, the truth is out. When you even got liberals saying that this shit does not work for children, um, that's a big problem. And so a lot of this activism has been taking things way too far. And I'm not quite sure what other trans rights trans people need. Like what rights are you guys missing that you need? Um, I don't know. Um, but I love you for you, Belzy, and I'm happy you're here. You said to email you for relationship advice. You never emailed me, Elijah. Are the Palestinians still terrorists? I've never thought Palestinians are terrorists, so I don't know about that. Palestinians that are part of Hamas are terrorists, but the majority of Palestinians are not terrorists. Hey, Pixie. I get judged and treated bad. That's why I put my life with God, and transgenderism made me actually get closer to God. So now I'm a transgender Christian, and people say you can't be that, so it hurts. Well, first of all, Belzy, I think you need to stop caring what the fuck other people say. Period. You can be trans and Christian. I don't really want to get too deep into the whole Christian faith and whatnot, but it's really simple. To be a Christian is a very simple thing. You have to believe one thing, and then that makes you Christian. And if that belief is true, if that faith is true, you tend to fall in line with a lot of other doctrine in terms of Christianity. Um, so anyway, do you, Billsy? Do you? I wouldn't worry about people judging you, because listen, the fact of the matter is that you don't have a hell or a hell to put not damn bitch in. I don't have a hell nor a heaven to put damn bitch in, and everyone in this live stream, in other live streams, your neighbor, your mother, your father, they don't have a hell or a hell, a heaven or a hell, to put nan bitch in. So it's a very prideful thing to me, which is, the worst deadly sin that there is. Pride's a deadly sin. When people condemn others to hell, it just shows you how far away they are from Christ, really, because the audacity, the audacity and the gall to assume that who's going to hell and who's going to heaven. The audacity, the courage, the delusion, the narcissism, the unbridled narcissism you have to even think for a second that you have the omnipotence or the absolute power to place another person or condemn another person to heaven or hell. That is crazy to me. I've never done that in my entire life. That is crazy. And listen, to those people, I hope your God isn't real. Your version of God, I hope your version of God's not real, because your version of God does not like what you're doing. So that's the part for me. Um, so I mean, I don't know. So Billsy, don't feel bad. In Indonesia, they're burning down government buildings and revolting. They raised taxes 300%. People are dying of malnutrition. Their leaders took a monthly raise, more than people make in years, and boast publicity. Good for them, Rachel. Burn it all down. Burn it all down. Start over. Sometimes I wish I was a dude, but that just ain't happening. Maybe in the next life. The president literally ran. They were trying to kill that man. Well, he did what he did. Google canceling conservatives' voices on YouTube being pressured by the Biden administration. Apple refused. Google and YouTube probably going to get hit with a lot of lawsuits. Well, good, as they should. Shake that ass. You got to pay for that, Adam. You can't be trans and Christian. Okay. Hey, Ryan Snyder. What are your thoughts on trans and women's sports? It's a no go. I don't think trans people should be in women's sports. Period. Is that a losing battle as well? Yes. It's already being banned all over the place. Yes. All Christians have their sins and struggles. Us being dysphoric is a struggle we face in this lifetime. Take me back to when life was simple, just male and female and black and white. None of this pronoun shit and people not bowing down to these stupid movements. I'm not trans anymore myself, but I understand what it's like, and it's a catch 22 situation to have the bona fide disorder. It's intense, Moon Wolfie. It's really intense. And I don't think people give trans folks enough credit for what they're experiencing. I've always compared it to my issues with Adam. I'll see you there in hell. Don't worry. I've always compared it to my struggles with body image, and how when I used to weigh 135 pounds, I thought I was fat. I weigh 100. Well, how much do I weigh right now? Actually, let me check. Wait a second. So, with my robe on, I weigh 170 pounds. So, I'm the happiest with my body at 170. Um, and I'm still, I think most people would say that I'm pretty slim. So just imagine how fucking delusional and crazy I was at 135 pounds, thinking I was fat. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, that's crazy. And so that's really the only way I can relate remotely, to have a modicum of relatability to the trans struggle, is to have that dysphoric, mental issue, and it's tough. And it's tough. It's really tough. So that's why I have a lot of sympathy for trans people who are going through those experiences, because it's not fun. It's not fun. Hey sir, what's going on? Anyone trying to gatekeep Christianity is wild, very wild to me. There's just male and female people. Don't feed into lunacy. My beautiful baby live. Hey, Bucci Mane, what's going on? Hey, Alex King, what's going on? Steve Beast. Oh, you're welcome. Ask me any question. These streams are meant to ask questions. They were out here posting pics in Lambos and shit when most people don't even make 1,000 USD in a year. Well, good for them. Good for the people of Indonesia. Good for them. Looking like a beautiful model, boo. Oh, thank you, Bucci. Thank you. You're 130 pounds? Okay. I'm just saying, Belzy, that I felt a great mental struggle looking at myself and visualizing me being fat when that was quite literally not true at all. That that was the disconnect for me. For me, there is a disconnect in my brain between me and my body, but it's in the sense that the anatomy my unconscious thinks should be there is different and falling into a more masculine sense. I've been healing and I found a comfortable spot somewhere in the tomboy butch realm. Well, I'm so proud of you, Moon Wolfie. I'm so incredibly proud for you because everyone's journey is a little bit different, right? And you never know how you're going to achieve um, peace, and I think that it's always a long journey with twists and turns, and you never quite know how you're going to get there, who's going to help you. Um, And hopefully, this experience with yourself has taught you a lot of lessons about the world, other people, and most importantly, yourself in um, the way that you can set yourself up to achieve happiness. So hopefully, it's been an experience that you've taken lessons from, Moon Wolfie. Dysphoria is really real. I'll feel just random things like I don't like this part, I don't like this part, but it's not guilt or shame. It's just wanting to make myself comfortable to feel peace and happiness. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Moon Wolfie, I'm so proud. Claps for Moon Wolfie. We love that. We love that so much. And whether you're trans or whether you're a detransitioner, I really just want people to achieve happiness and inner peace. And I think that grounding yourself in reality and setting your expectations in a realistic way is just healthier in general, right? But again, whether you're trans or a detransitioner, I just want people to know that you are loved. You can make friends. There are people that are going to hate you regardless. It's okay. In fact, I just tweeted something really interesting. Well, it's not really interesting. It's like obvious. But, you know, people like your friends, like your real friends, really expose themselves during your successes and your crises, right? Like your real friends, they pop up when you're in the midst of a crisis or a huge success. Um, Take notice on who those people are and hold them tight and nurture those relationships because those are the real friends. Those are not the Hollywood friends. Those are not the fair weather friends. Those are not the acquaintances waiting to stab you in the back to increase or multiply their position in life. Those are the real friends that are going to support you. And I can just imagine, Moonwolf, that you've had some crises in your life and you've had some people supporting you in healthy ways, not indulging you or enabling you, but like actually supporting you. Hold true to those relationships. For me, part of it was also hormonal. I have PCOS and didn't have a normal puberty. My body produces too much T and not enough estrogen. So I get estrogen hormonal therapy. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm just hoping my little monologue might be able to help someone. That's what it's about, y'all. And this is why I share my experiences and invite you guys to share yours. Because I'm so touched. I'm so touched by this moon. I'm so touched. I'm so touched. And I'm so touched that you feel comfortable expressing that here. Especially when people know, people call me transphobe all the time. You know, it's ridiculous. People call me transphobe all the time. But I'm happy that you feel comfortable enough expressing that to me. And again, it can help someone else, right? Truly, honestly. My aunt is a lesbian and she had her family against her a little, but her mom, my grandma said, whatever makes you happy, you better and successful because you're not sitting unhappy. Well, yeah, true. We can do, what can we do around gun control to bring the left and right together for safety of our kids? Well, that's a tough one, Steve Beast, because the far right, they they don't actually care about gun safety at all. They are against really, and listen, I'm a Second Amendment rights activist, not activist, but like I'm pro Second Amendment rights. I believe that everyone has the right to defend themselves and to arm themselves. Okay, I live in a stand your ground state, Ohio. We abide by the castle doctrine, right? So I love where I live. I love it so much. I think it's a right that we all have and we all deserve to have it, right? Um, but there are some common sense things we can do. There are some common sense things we can do to better ensure that the right people have guns and not the wrong people. There's no reason why we shouldn't treat guns in a similar way to licenses, like driving licenses, right? I think that it just seems like common sense to me that we and cars is very, listen, the car example comparison is very a good one in my opinion because cars also kill a fuck ton of people. Cars actually kill a lot of people. What's the stat on how many people die from car accidents versus gun accidents? What's that statistic looking like? I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is we can do a lot better on both cars and guns, and I think that attacking both of them would be a good thing. So, for example, making you take a test to be able to have your gun license would be a good first step, right? Do you know the safety protocols with having a gun? Do you know those? Right? Do you know what a stop sign means? Do you know how to hold a gun? Like these are really simple things that I think um, sensible people on both sides shouldn't object to. The problem is getting to a place where people trust the guidelines and who's making the decisions on who's having guns because you guys know I hate the federal government. I hate them so much with every fiber of my soul. I hate the federal government, right? We're talking about a government that is just evil. I mean, to be quite frank with you, to be quite frank, they're just evil. And there's bountiful examples of such evilness, right? I mean, I don't have all day. So you mean to tell me, and I'm playing devil's advocate here as a conservative, you mean to tell me you want me to put my ability to carry a gun in the hands of this federal government? What? So I get it. I get the concerns. I get the reticence from the right about distrusting the government to take their guns, right? But I do think that we need to get a little bit more in place in terms of safety precautions and who's having these guns. You know, there's no reason why someone that's been in and out of jail should be having guns. There's no reason why people that are mentally ill should be having guns. There's just so many examples of this. But who was deciding who's mentally ill, who's not, right? So it's complicated, and I don't have the answers to it, Stevies. I don't have the answers to it. Oh no, my family would throw me out if they knew I was bi, let alone trans stuff at 18, 19. But I have had good friend support, including the fine Mr. Cho. Well, we love you forever, Moon Wolfie. We love you forever. Um, Thank you. Seems too many guns to take away and might not be a good idea, but we can't treat schools like airports. guards, and metal detectors? I don't know. I think you should. To be quite frank with you, I think you should. Thank you, Mark Jack. I think generally speaking, if our country focused more on mental health, it would help in so many areas. I agree, Rachel. I agree. Mental health and healthcare. Healthcare in general is a big one. And I don't mean, you know, putting it in the hands of these corporations that just really want you to be sick forever. I mean, real work at increasing and improving our mental health and our physical health is so important. Oh my God, DJ, thank you for the factoid. In the US, firearm related deaths, about 46,000, currently exceed motor vehicle traffic deaths, about 44,000 in 2022. Interesting. I don't know what a stop sign is. Go to school. I don't think so, Cho. Then the government controls who has them and who doesn't. But listen. I hear you. I hear you, sir. I hear you. I understand the argument against it. I understand why people are reticent about that. I know. I get it. Hey Stan K. Another issue is the extremists are just so loud they drown out all logical people and thoughts. Have you ever thought if you squeeze the ball sack would it explode? I've never thought that overkill. Never thought about that. I mean, in terms of the driving, I think we need to take away licenses from older people. Truly, truly, truly. And to be quite frank with you, I think we gotta take away licenses from people that are young too. I don't think people should be able to drive until they're 21. I said it. I said it. I think 21 should be the earliest you should be able to drive. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Young people and old people need to get off the fucking road. Get off of the fucking road. If you're young or old, get off of the fucking road. So the real number is even a larger gap. Yeah, I think we should make older people retest every 5 years or something for safety precautions. I agree. Agree. But to be frank with you, Rachel, I think everyone should have to retest. Everyone should have to retest every 5 years. Every 5 years, you should have to retest your driving language, your driving knowledge. Hi, Mandy. And the famous words of Charlie, I'm wondering what the number is when you take away gangs regardless of color. Well, it's good. That's a good question. It's a good question. Oh, they test you every 5 years, sir? Well, that's good. Hi, Mandy from Australia. How are you? What's going on? I see so many young people on their phones while driving. It makes me go full tilt. It's crazy. That won't stop people from crashing. It might reduce it, Kickstart. I think it would have a good effect, actually. The fines for being on your phone in Australia are massive, $500. Good, as it should be. Get the fuck off your phone. Get the fuck off your phone. What the fuck are you doing? Dead ass. Make everybody retest. No, yes, make everybody retest. Everybody, every 5 years. Take your fucking driver's license. Take your fucking driver's license test. Yes, period. And why do collisions happen, Kickstart? What are the costs of collisions? As they should. As they should, honestly. Or alertness. What the hell is this guy Overkill saying? Something about ball sacks. But Cho, what do you think about the death of Charlie Kirk? Well, I think it was pretty sad. I think he's a symbol of freedom of speech and dialogue and debate and conversation. I've always said we need to have more conversations in the world, not less. So I'm pretty sad about that. I wasn't really the biggest fan of him. I think he was pretty boring overall. I don't think his opinions were too controversial. Um, he was kind of like the milk toast conservative influencer, but he had a lot of influence on young people. So, I'm pretty bummed about the fallout of Charlie Kirk. And I have a video coming out soon about my initial reactions to his death. But if you want to hear more of my in depth thoughts on Charlie Kirk, go rewatch any of my live streams from the last week and a half. I've done lots of different live streams specifically about Charlie Kirk, and you can get more of my opinions that way. To be quite frank, I'm sick of talking about him. To be, hate to say that, but I'm sick of talking about him. To be honest, I'm over it now. I mean, I'm really into the conspiracy theories about his death, surrounding his death, because I know that they're true. Like I know the conspiracy, like I know that this is a team effort. I know this is not the guy Tyler. I know that guy didn't shoot him. Like I know that much. Like in my heart of hearts, I know that. Like that's obvious to me. That's so obvious to me. So I am into the conspiracy theories about his death, but I'm really over talking about Charlie Kirk. So go watch my other previous live streams about it. Too bad Big Auto is lobbying politicians and keeping them from legislating mandatory driver's tests every 5 years. Oh wait, that's the NRA and gun laws. That part, Ben. That part. I think we should have mandatory um, gun training tests for your license. We should. New York has a new no hands rule with your phone. Drivers can't touch their phone and very stiff penalties for repeat offenders. Collisions and accidents aren't the same thing. One just had broader definition. Is it me or do they not have ads warning against texting and driving like they used to? I still see them every once in a while. Some libertarians don't even want license to be a thing. Well, that's where I detract from libertarianism. Listen, I identify as a conservative leaning libertarian, but there are some leftish um, positions I have, and maybe this is one of them. Another nutcase shot up an ICE facility. Oh, I'm so fucking sick. I am so fucking sick of the real fascists. These people are fucking crazy. They're fucking crazy. How are you? First of all, oh my god, you're about to piss me off. Nathan, you're about to piss me off. First of all, who has time to be protesting? I, I mean, to be honest, only a loser has time to make it to so many different protests. Do you not work? Do you not have a hobby? Are you not fucking girls? Like, what are you doing? where you have all this time to fucking protest. First of all, number two, why are you protesting the one part of the federal government that's actually doing a job that the federal government needs to do? As a libertarian, there's not many things I think the government should be doing. Protecting us from illegal aliens is one of them. Okay, that's one of them. What I don't understand is how are you? It's one thing to support a welfare state for our citizens. Okay? Everybody wants free healthcare, everybody wants free housing, everybody wants free money, everybody wants everything free, okay? That's one conversation we can have, the pros and cons of socialism, okay? And these social benefits programs, okay? We can talk about that. Having a welfare state for US citizens, that's one thing. We cannot be a welfare state for the entire fucking world. Not only is it unethical, but it's unsustainable. Much like most leftist ideology, it's unethical and it's unsustainable financially speaking. So I don't understand why these fucking psychos are so up in arms about ICE doing their fucking jobs. And to be quite frank with you, this is going to sound real nasty and real mean and real meanie bobini of me, but I don't care. It's true, and it's how I feel. If you cannot prevent people from crossing the border, you've got to make living life in America a living hell. So much that they remove the incentive for them to come over in the first place. Those are the only two ways. There is no other way. There is no other way to stop illegal immigration. There's only two ways to stop it. You either stop them at the border, literally, you stop them at the border, or two, once they're here, you make their life a living hell so that people see this and they don't want to come in the first place. That's it. So what we're seeing, because both Republicans and Democrats have vociferously exploited illegals for so long for their political gains or corporate gains, it's so ingrained in the corporatists and the left to exploit these people. Now what you're seeing is option number two. What you're seeing the Trump administration do is option number two. They're making life a living hell for illegals here in America. And if you just simply stop them from coming, we wouldn't be here at number two. We wouldn't be here. ICE wouldn't have a fucking job. ICE would not have a job if you just stopped them at the border. So be mad. Be mad at the people that are allowing illegal immigrants to cross the border. Be mad at those people. They scare kids in driving school with footage, Rachel. At least my driver's ed did this year. I have a challenge. Go watch this catalog of videos. I mean, he was rude a little about LGBTQ, but he had kids and things, so it's messed up. What? Maybe the conspiracy theories are true. They're true. They're true. Sorry, Mandy. Sorry, girl. They're true. And I'm too intelligent to be pissed on and be told that it's raining. Too intelligent for that. You're right. I am too intelligent to be fed a bunch of bullshit by the FBI. The same FBI. And this is what's crazy, Mandy, because you guys will, on one hand, be so mad about the government for assassinating people like JFK, Martin Luther King, killing bitches all over the fucking world. Y'all be so mad about the government covering up for a massive pedophilic ring via Epstein Island. Y'all be so mad at the FBI for this bullshit. But then when it comes to this, but why don't you believe the FBI now? It's like, what? You mean to tell me you are trusting the same FBI that has been caught covering up disgusting crimes against children? You're caping for that same FBI? It doesn't make sense, Mandy. It doesn't make any sense to me how people can be so trusting of the government when the same people point out things that the government does that's so fucked up. Make that make sense to me. Cause I don't understand that, Mandy. I really don't understand that. I mean, how can you be upset with the government about Epstein, but then totally just take this and be like, oh yeah, what they said is right. Case closed. It's fine. I trust them. I believe them. It makes no fucking sense, guys. Come on. We're all too intelligent for this. We gotta have longer memory. We gotta have longer memory. He supported LGB at least. What's the little conspiracy between friends? Are they really conspiracy theories if they're true? Was COVID conspiracy theories or was the COVID conspiracies true? Now, come on now. Was the virus made in Wuhan, China, or no? So there's something I learned today. The LGB have the worst in tea and stuff. It's now LGB International. Oh, I didn't know about that. The idiot didn't hit any ICE agents, only hit detainees. Oh my god. That is terrible. Is that true? I didn't know anything. Oh, that is terrible. So so you're telling me, sir, that the protester was shooting up an ICE facility and killed an illegal immigrant? That's crazy. This is what I mean. This is what I mean when it comes to the left. They eat their own. They eat their own. At any given chance, they eat their own and they don't care. They're so reckless. They're so brazen. They eat their own. One died and happened to be an illegal immigrant. It's crazy. The guy who preached about stopping all foreign funding during his presidency stopped it to everyone but Israel. Weird. Stop noticing things, Rachel. Stop noticing things. Is that are you being anti-Semitic, Rachel? Sounds a bit anti-Semitic to me. You can't say shit like that, Rachel. T. It also makes things harder for illegal immigrants in our own country. My neighbors are illegal from Honduras, and they're vocal about supporting ICE, as they should, because they worked hard as fuck to be here. Jerry Seinfeld wants me to ask if you guys like jazz music. He's with me right now. He says, as a loving Jew, it's nice to see that show is streaming. I don't know why Jerry is naked, but he is. Where's the option of streamlining the legal process? I would love that, Ben. But what does that look like? That what does stream? You have to get specific about that because what does streamlining the process actually mean? Because I'm okay with legal immigration, but I'm not okay with flooding our nation with inundating us with populations where it doesn't make sense. So, for example, Springfield, Ohio, they were inundated with immigrants legally. Legally, there was legal immigration there, right? But we saw a lot of negative um, impact and consequences on the Springfield, Ohio. And I'm like 45 minutes from Springfield. This is where they were allegedly eating chickens and shit. Allegedly. I don't think they were doing that. Eating chickens and cats. They weren't really doing that. But that's what the girls were saying. Chopping ducks' heads off and stuff like that. They weren't doing all that shit based off what I saw. But again, there was lots of negative consequences, unintended consequences from the inundation of illegal, I mean, of legal migrants. So you've got to do it in a way that's actually beneficial, right, Ben? It's not just a matter of anybody can come in that they want to fucking come in, right? But I agree with you, Ben. I think that we should be streamlining the legal process for those that want to come legally. We really should. Hey Sam Clements, finally a normal person. I'm very normal. I'm very boring. Cho, I got this funny question from watching you. I've wanted to ask, what would be the main things you do if you were president? Well, first of all, I'd never be the president. Number one. I think one of the main things I would do, I would take all the money out of government. I would take out all the lobbying. There'd be no more lobbying ever. I would make it so that every single elected office had term limits, very strict term limits. I would really bring, I would bring back the servitude that comes with being a politician. Being a politician would no longer be a career under my presidency. There would be a lot more transparency. Um, I would really take direction with Doge. I really like the approach that Doge had with just streamlining things, making sure that we're not wasting so much money. I would probably remove income taxes altogether, um, and replace that with more of a sales tax, more of a flat tax. Um, so yeah, that's probably some of the main things I would do. Cut a bunch of fucking entitlements, put a lot of money back into the people's pockets while also eliminating a lot of the entitlements that we have and safety nets that we have because, you know, you'd have a lot more money in your pocket, right? Um, but again, I would take a lot of money out of lobbying. There would be no more lobbying from foreign nations or otherwise. No more lobbying, because that's where a lot of the crony capitalism and the swamp resides. It's in lobbying. It's where the money is. You know, you get one time to become the president and do some changes. I would kind of strip myself of my executive powers, and I would really, really limit the government and how much control we had over its citizens. I would focus on the things that we should be focusing on, which is defending our country, protecting the border, and making sure that we're indulging in free trade. That's what I would do. Good question. Every legal immigrant I know supports ICE. True, me too. My friend had to jump through hoops to be a legal citizen in Canada, where I am from. What do you mean Kickstart? I don't know what Kickstart's talking about. Thank you, Cypher, for gifting that membership. I appreciate it. The same FBI that said they don't have the right to request access to the Epstein files, that's complete bullshit. Girl, stop. Former FBI head Comey might be indicated. Likely. You're so pretty. Sherry flavored taffy. You're very pretty. Don't look at me like that. Mandy, I'm just saying. COVID was a test to see how far people would comply, and we definitely complied. I'm still shocked that people really believe it started with someone eating a bat and not that giant lab studying coronaviruses. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, Moon Wolfie. I'm trying to tell you. You look gorgeous. Thank you. The virus existed in a lab in Canada for around 8 years before it ended up in a lab in Wuhan. The lab in Canada was investigated months later. Crazy how everyone's trying to say this ICE facility shooter was a radical leftist, but we know nothing about him. But why would it be a conservative? Wouldn't they go after all the leftist pages he was following online ASAP? I don't know. Israel is dangerous. Well, we know that. We've been through that. Are we just going to ignore that 40 minutes after the murder, a plane took off illegally, turned off its communications, and couldn't be tracked in airspace, and no one knows where it went? I know where it went. But sure, that crazy snipe was that 22-year-old kid. Okay, yeah. He didn't shoot Charlie Kirk. Girl, um, most hunters in America can make that shot. No, they can't, Mandy. Not in a crowd of people, they can't. Not in a crowd of people, they can't. Most hunters in America cannot make that shot in a crowded stadium full of innocent people. Most hunters, I guarantee you, cannot make that shot. Can't do it. You know who can make that shot? You know who can make that shot? Trained intelligence officials, trained military folk who kill people for a living. They can make that shot. They can make that shot very easily. Again, sir, you couldn't make that shot at 10 years old. You couldn't have made that shot. You're most hunters in America. You guys are you guys saying that most hunters in America are sociopaths? You're correct, Moon. Yep. The messages are fake. The fact that the FBI gave those messages to us with no timestamps and y'all believe them? Girl. Y'all are gullible as fuck. And it's okay because we're not gonna learn the truth. Like we're not like the official truth is never gonna be released. So like me even talking about this is like I don't give a fuck. It's interesting to talk about, but you guys are gonna believe what you guys are gonna believe, even in the face of the truth, right? And that's okay. But it's just so funny how like you guys are so quick to believe shit from this disgusting evil government that covers up for pedophiles. Like what? It's strange. When we have really easy, simple questions that they refuse to answer or address, like really simple shit. Um, the plane situation is very odd. It's all very odd. Or what about the eyewitness who what about the eyewitness who actually saw a guy in all tactical gear running on top of a building? What about that? Why has that not been reported on by the FBI? Why is the FBI now trying to pressure Utah investigators to shut the case closed? None of it makes sense, y'all. None of it makes sense. And the fact that you just wanted to be, you want to feel comfortable with blaming this Tyler kid. You just want to be comfortable with the easy answer, which I get it. It's fine. Blame the left. Everything's the left's fault. Sure, blame the left. It's cool. Cool story. Leftists are crazy. Sure, whatever. But like, he didn't shoot Charlie Kirk. Sorry, didn't happen. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Do you know they paved over the crime scene? You know they can't retrieve a bullet. They never retrieved a bullet. And why did they not retrieve it? Because apparently Charlie Kirk has bones of steel. You cunts are so stupid, to be honest. I mean, you're so stupid and gullible. Like the shit that the FBI is throwing at y'all. They can't retrieve a bullet because he has bones of steel now. He has bones of steel. Like he's a miracle. It's just a miracle. Miraculous, right? It's just so funny. It's really funny how bullets just become very magical. Like these bullets become very magical and they do non bullet things when it comes to these high profile assassinations. It's really fun. It's weird coincidence, I'm sure. But it's a coincidence how bullets just do magical non bullet like things when it comes to JFK or MLK or now Charlie Kirk. It's just coincidence, I'm sure. Coincidence. Coincidence. Quinky dink. Love you, Mandy. Thank you for being here. Hi, Lukeland Julian. How are you? Post the clip on YouTube. I mean on the Discord, Mandy. Question everything. Always. I am very funny, Belzy. Hey Jesus. Nah, the right did it. Saying that as a conservative. Maybe I listen. Moonwolfie. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong there. Don't think you're wrong at all. No autopsy results regarding Kirk. Well, of course not. Why would they want to have autopsy results? To show what? They want to shut this case closed. See, and again, all us conspiracy theorists are asking is for the FBI to answer simple questions. Simple questions. Simple. Like wondering why an autopsy report's not done is not a conspiracy theory. This is basic shit. Wondering why they paved over the crime scene so soon afterwards is not a conspiracy theory. Asking why they were unable to retrieve a bullet, that's not a conspiracy theory. You guys need to stop trying to delegitimize legitimate questions like these. Because these are not fucking crazy questions. They're not. There's an Israeli flag in our United States Capitol. We are the United States of Israel. And on that note, I have to go. Y'all have a good night. Maybe I should join Discord and start shit. You should, Rachel. You should. Link is in the pinned comment below if you're on mobile, above if you're on PC. Start some shit in the Discord channel. Please join the Discord. Trump, Patel, Laura Loomer would know and would. Trump's reaction to Charlie Kirk dying, how he was holding up, and all that motherfucker could talk about was his ballroom. Sociopathic. Sociopathic. He's a sociopath. Trump is a sociopath. Full stop. Sociopath. All he could talk about was his fucking ballroom. Girl, that was a mask off. That was a mask off moment if I've ever seen one. Um Also, Biden received the most funding from APAC than any other president. Of course, they control all the presidents. It doesn't matter whether it's Biden or Trump. They control all the presidents. They got the biggest money. They got the most money. Blackmail money. Blackmail money. Blackmail money is big money, honey. Of course, I saw that guy take down the camera behind Kirk right after the shooting, and he refuses to give that information publicly. He refuses to give that information publicly because apparently he thinks it's the FBI only. Only the authorities need it. I saw one tweet saying that camera was 70K hologram projector, Nathan. Stop. So, DJ actually, DJ actually sent me a really incredible video with a ballistics guy. I really recommend that you guys. Wait, I'm gonna find it. So I really want you guys to watch this video. Um, wait, let me. I'm gonna just copy and paste. I'm gonna just copy and paste the title and the content creator. Um, Range Day, bro. Go watch that video. Go watch that video. And it's like, it's all the little inconsistencies and all the lies by omission that just adds up to this being a team project. Charlie Kirk's assassination was a team project. It wasn't just one man, it wasn't a lone gunman. This is a team project. Because that's the way the FBI and this federal government likes to handle things, as a team. And yes, the math is not mathing. Trump is a sociopath. Total sociopath. Mask off. Hey, Joseph Alvarado. I love Kim Iverson. I love her so much. I love her so much. Well, yeah, I agree that Trump is greedy. He cares about himself. He's a narcissist. He's a sociopath. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do disagree with you about the homeless, though. I think that his executive order on homelessness is a great thing that we need. Clean these streets up. You gonna vote for Trump again? Maybe. Maybe, Ajax. Maybe. Depends who's running against him. Depends on who's running against him. I don't like the bastard, so I'd like to not vote for him. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, Ajax. Ajax clean. My coochie burp like a firework. Oh my god, I saw that, Ben, and it's like, why is he not being fired? See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, Ben, when I talk about how hypocritical all you fucking cunts are out there. It's like people on the right, oh my god, it's disgusting. The comment he made about just killing homeless people is actually psychotic. And his job is not under fire, it's not under duress or anything like that. It's just like, oh, it's fine, whatever. It's crazy. It's actually that was actually crazy. Yeah, Ben, I saw that. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. And the black guy in the panel was funny because he was like, wait a minute, Ben, wait a minute. Because the black guy on Fox News is like, because he's like, well, damn, I agree, but I don't agree with all that. I mean, he was like, what? I was like, girl, to sit on that couch that morning was something crazy. That was crazy. He's like, yo, toss him in jail, but kill him? But kill him? Yeah, that was crazy. Do you see that the Grinder app was crashing at Charlie Kirk's memorial because of how many people were using it there? No, but I'm not surprised. Republicans are gay as fuck. We know that. We all know that. I know some of the girls. I know some of the girls from Orlando, from Florida. I know some of the girls. And they get paid big money and they sign NDAs. The girls I know in Florida, they sign NDAs. And they get paid the most during Republican conventions down in Florida. The girls love Florida. They catch plane tickets down to Florida to meet them a congressman. Republican conventions, absolutely. They're there. They're there. That the part that makes me upset is that Trump lied to us a lot, changed so much to bad when he said this fake stuff before he was president during the Biden versus Trump. I don't know what you're talking about, Belzy. Be specific. But then again, no, it's been 90 minutes. I gotta go. Guys, thank you for the stream. Very chill stream tonight. Very chill stream. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? Have you subscribed to the channel yet? Have you liked tonight's live stream? If the answer is no to either of those questions, you're a fake bitch. And you ought to subscribe. Right your wrongs, subscribe to the channel. Like the live stream. We'll be live again on Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. Shout out to Moon Wolfie. Shout out to Moon Wolfie. It took a lot of courage to express some of the things that Moon Wolfie expressed tonight during this live stream. And I just want to remind you guys that like we talk a lot of shit here. Talk a lot of shit here about different social issues and political issues. Um, but this is why I do what I do. I really want it to be an open space for dialogue. Sometimes it's gonna make you uncomfortable. That's okay. Wear a helmet. You'll be fine. I promise you. But then other times, there is room and space for growth and for uplifting each other and for inspiring each other. And I think that Moon Wolfie's testimony tonight was a really powerful one that will stick with me for a long time. So thank you, Moon Wolfie, um, for sharing that experience and trusting us to receive it well. Um, it's okay, Belzy. So we go live on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays and Wednesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. Sometimes, pretty rarely, I must admit, I gotta get on my A game. But pretty rarely I'll go live for my members only, and that's more of an IRL stream where I'm out and about in the real world. I'm in the wild. I'm in the Pokemon wild. I'm in the wilderness. If you play RuneScape, you know the wilderness. I'm in the wilderness. I'm out and about PvPing in the real world. Sometimes I'll show you guys live streams of that, but that's only for the members. But otherwise, oh my God, Mr. Ripped. Oh my God, you're right. Otherwise, I'm live on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, 11 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. Um, yeah, we love to give advice here. And we're gonna give you real advice. We're gonna give you the honest shit. Okay. So anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later. Oh my God, please wish me good luck tomorrow morning because I am going to be going onto Bandit's website at 11 um, a.m. I'm trying to get a colorful tank top from the fall 2025 collection. I'm trying to get a tank top in the size medium so that I can wear it for my half marathon. But I'm so afraid that I'm gonna open up my PC at 10:59, and they're gonna be sold out of all the styles that I want. So please pray to all of your gods. Pray to Krishna, pray to Muhammad, pray to Jesus, pray to whoever the fuck you praying to. Pray to Trump, pray to all the gods you can think of. That I can get my tank top tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock when they drop because they've already allowed members only to start shopping today at 11 a.m. this morning. So, like, I feel like all the shit's gonna be picked over. I'm just like, I'm so stressed. I'm actually stressed out about this because I really want this tank top from Bandit and it's gonna match my outfit perfectly. So, Jesus help me. Anyway, please sacrifice two, DJ. Please sacrifice two. I need two mice to be sacrificed for me to order this tank top at 11 because they're opening up sales and purchases at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm nervous. Only one. Okay, that's not enough. I need you to find another mouse. I need you to find another mouse because this is important. This is very important. Moon, what are you sacrificing? I need sacrifices. One, it's a tank top. Oh my god. But it's a $90 tank top. So I feel like that's worth two mice. I feel like that's worth two mice. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I love you.